What's up, bros and broskies? BeastmodeGuNs here, and welcome to cast number 4 of my Supreme Commander Forged Alliance cast series, where I blah 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 blah. I'm just gonna get into it here. We've got a Setons, a place which some would consider most holy, people such as TA, and maybe the Setons Council. I wouldn't know. And yeah, we've got some pretty tough players going here, so let's get into it. For the bottom, which we'll call Team 1 for this game, the bottom left, we've got TouchFluffyTails, otherwise known as Petricpwnz, playing as UEF. He'll be doing the air. We've got Vmcsnekke as Seraphim, doing the right side naval. MerryMaggot going to cover the land front as Aeon, it looks like. So we'll get some interesting use of auras, possibly. And then we've got Yudi as a Cybran on. I guess this is rock. I'm not really too intelligent when it comes to the Setons. But Yudi, though, I'm expecting some nice cheese from Yudi. Me and Yudi, not too long ago, actually, we participated in the 2v2 Pacific Cheese tournament that Violet hosted. And we played together, and we actually ended up getting third place, losing to, I'm trying to remember who it was. I forgot the names. Oh yeah, Sun Tzu and, well, I forgot the name of the air guy. But I'm sure I'll go back and remember. So yeah. As for the top team, we've got IronTony doing the air. We've got Haeznid doing rock. Oh yeah, IronTony as Seraphim and Haeznid as Aeon. Giebmasse as UEF rock and land for Team 2 on the top right. And Foley doing the Cybran on the main naval position over here. So yeah, very interesting lineups. I know people like Yudi and Foley, for example, Setons is life basically. And so yeah, this will be very interesting. Just all the usual build orders. I'm just gonna, just close that forward a little bit. The Setons is a big map, so it's gonna be slow here for the first minute or two. Land Scouts are coming to the middle. Whoops. The Land Scouts are coming up the mid. Both ACs working the mid as usual. Looks like Mary's going to divert one of his Land Scouts over here to the right side. Both sides going all typical sorts of build orders. It looks like Foley's going to build the air, going to follow up on the air, give his air some support. IronTony's getting his hydro. Apologies, I'm not that good in the mouse. Hayes is going to go second air as well, first air I think they call it, and maybe hopefully we'll see some interesting naval action come from him. And then he's just building up some stuff here, but I think it looks like his eco's actually doing fine. Oh, sorry for my crappy commentary capability right now. I'm kind of tired. Two excuses. One, I'm slightly tired. And two, I just tried to cast another game a little bit ago, but it desynced, so yeah, I'm just feeling kind of derpy about it. That, and I can't really think straight. But yeah, it looks like there is some, it looks like both ACUs here in the middle for MerryMaggot and Guy, but now, just exchanging fire and reclaiming these Tech 2 Cybran destroyers. They want to reclaim all of them in the Tech 3. The beautiful thing about Setons is it has the most reclaim in the middle. So they want to make as much advantage of that as they can, and that's what they're trying to do right now while exchanging shots here and there. And it looks like Gibe has retreated a scout to the put a scout up here to Team 1's base. Yeah, Foley just running some air scouts. A lot of air scouts around. A first bomber over here from VMC. He's going to try and kill the energies over here for Hayes before he can really establish, but this factory's going to go up first. Just all the mass claim here. Looks like there is some Foley is fighting Yudi's air right now. This is Cybran to Cybran here on the left side. Yudi is in truth his interceptor. Two interceptors going up to each other. And yeah. Right now the top team, Team 2, has the drop advantage right now. They both landed, but Yudi's going to try to contest Foley here on the left side, but he's landed too late. I don't really see it happening. You should be reclaiming that engine, that light assault bot at the very least. That's not going to happen. There's also one light bot here. Looks like both these guys are still reclaiming the mass. I'm not sure who's got more, but I'm not really getting into that. There are some other rocks that can be reclaimed on the sides, but other than the middle, there's not really much reclaim. This last Salem, I think it's a Salem. So there's some air fighting going on here from between VMC and Hayes. VMC has the edge for the moment. Looks like TouchFluffy is getting all his mass up right now. Tech 2 getting that air Tech 2. That's very good. I don't really know what these people do, but I guess one of these days I'll figure out. I'm incompetent at air on Setons, to be personally honest. Yeah, it looks like the ACUs here are still exchanging fire with not really much support, but they're both going their own directions. Giebmasse is going for the land spam. I'm just going to speed up the game here a little bit, make it go faster paced. I really need to get the speed commentary up. Yeah, both sides are building the factories. Are going to start making land spams HR soon. Probably going to upgrade Tech 2 soon, and that's what Giebmasse is already doing. Merry needs to be mimicking that. Looks like Iron is trying to make a drop back here, because this spot is usually vulnerable to drops. VMC has spotted that, and he's going to shoot it down. Foley does have control of his island. He's going to use it as a naval staging point now, his little island up there. And Hayes does have island control as well, so both islands are controlled by Team 2. That's a very good thing for them. Iron is getting his Tech 2 power up. He does have his own Tech 2 air. I think the usual air players on. I could be wrong, but I think usually air players on Setons are usually go Tech 3 air as quickly as they can, from my understanding. Yeah, I don't know too much about like the Setons life. I just play it kind of casually. See, I'm a filthy noob for that. TouchFluffyTails is getting, what is this? Has going straight for Tech 3, I think, actually. And while that happens, Tony's gonna try to rush Tech 3 air, but I don't think he's. But from the looks of it, I'm not sure he's a normal air player on Setons, because he doesn't seem to be doing that well at it, and he's very slow. Already dropped from BMC, coming up the mid here is going to try and possibly kill all these reclaim engineers right here, but there are land factories being built, which means it has been spotted. But never mind, he goes straight past. He's going to go and give Tony here a bad time. Tony doesn't really have anything to defend against except his AC. He can probably kill this Tech 2 power generator, so that's going to be very interesting to see. Yudi now duking out with Foley, frigs to frigs, and now some submarine coming in. 3 factories versus 2. Yudi is going to have the production advantage here, and not to mention he's actually, I don't know what he can make there. He can potentially make Wagner somewhere down the line. TouchFluffyTails bringing his ACU forward. He's going to drop an ACU next to Hayes. Or actually, he's going to drop his ACU at well, they are going to drop their ACU at Tony, and Tony is about to have a very bad time. Hayes thinks it's a good thing for them, but Tony is about to have a very bad time. And right now, Team 2 is just scattering to do everything they can about. But TouchFluffyTails already has the Tech 3 PD, and it's just putting out that T1 point defenses right now, and it's just going to destroy IronTony's base. IronTony cannot do anything about it. He is probably going to lose his ACU here. Yes, his ACU is getting focus fire, and he's just sitting there. Tony is going to go down, and Team 2 is losing their air play already, and a secondary drop from VMC to ensure his base gets dead. Tony does get away, but he loses his entire base, so he's effectively useless. Meanwhile, Yudi is just pushing at Foley, trying to wipe out his navy. And then there's some air battling going on. Which IronTony does seem to go down here from some fighter bombers from FluffyTails, or Petric, I guess. And he gets wrecked. And now Tech 1 bombers rolling out from Yudi. He's going to start harassing some. He's going to start doing his own harassment of these units up here, I think, because there's not really much anti-air, and he can start bombing them. And what happens here, I did not even see, but Foley goes down. What happened here? I'm not sure what that is. That might have been a Control K. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to view that again later. That might have been a Control K. I could be wrong. I'll have to check the stats on that. So yeah, now Team 1, the bottom left team, is just building up behind Hayes and Gieb, and they are at a very big disadvantage right now. Team 1 is just inserting their dominance right now. Inserting dominance right behind enemy lines in a pincer maneuver. And this is very well playing right now. There is some Navy action going on here, and it looks like Hayes just quits. Hayes just gives up and quits. That drop by Fluffy just broke the will of the bomb team here. But it looks like Hayes does give his base here to Gieb, and it seems to still be alive. I guess full share was on, which basically yeah, I guess full share is on, which basically gives me the hardens my thought that Foley Control K'd. So yeah, it had no desync errors have popped up though, so I have to assume it hasn't been a desync. See, it looks like right now that Fluffy has just been not doing anything with their main base, just focusing on their expansion base here, just spamming Outland now. It looks like we did get the tactical missile upgrade for the UEF commander right here, so they're just going to hammer this power right here possibly. And Zufi artillery is coming in from VMC. VMC also pushing on the naval right here on the right side, trying to pull that off, while Yudi is just dominating the left. Both sides just some air force here, and now they want to try to push Gieb in the middle, because Gieb is still a threat to them, and MerryMaggot still could MerryMaggot could still be killed. The rest are pretty much fine, because it's 4v1 right now. Two Control Ks basically, and one well placed kill / drop over TouchFluffyTails here. So yeah, it looks like Merry is trying to push forward, but not to much effect. 4 UES shields here and a whole battery of Tech 1 point defense. He immediately realizes and pulls back, but he's just going to try and inflict some damage here with these fervors he has anyway. But Gieb is going to push forward his Tech 1 land, as well as some Tech 1 bombers over here, but he has his own, Merry has his own shield right here. He destroys whatever was here, some engineers. Yudi now piling up frigates to the middle here, providing the light, somewhat anti-air capabilities here. Tech 2 point defenses are going to be established here by Gieb. Gieb is going to hold the middle. But actually now Yudi is building up a large amount of factories right behind him, and is just pushing all kinds of Medusa on him, so he's not going to hold either. He has no land over here, and Medusa wreck point defenses. Actually, no, are these? Yeah. They had Medusa wreck point defenses, and Gieb is not doing any movement with his mech marines. So yeah, Yudi's just going to overwhelm him. He doesn't care. And FluffyTails moving in again with the ACU job, building an ACU right inside Gieb's base. Gieb is going to lose his base. He is holding the middle, but to no avail here. He is apparently forced into the water. Not sure here, but yeah. Tails over here, though, just going insane with ACU power. Just flexing their ACU all over the map, killing 2 bases with it. Very good drop maneuvering by Team 2. But not so good, whatever, by the Team 1 up on top right. Or actually, no, I think that is Team 2 on the top right. Team 1 the bomber. And Yudi doing his Tech 1 bomber cheese. He's going to try to fish out a Gieb with these bombers. They're not really hitting anything. I'm not sure how Cybran bombers work, but I have a guess or two. Whatever he wants to. I see. Oh no, it's yeah, I'm not really sure here. All he's doing, it looks like, is getting his own frigates killed by bombers. And meanwhile, Yudi's just pushing all of his land through straight to the middle, where Gieb has to make his final stand against the entire bottom left team. And now cruisers coming up from VMC. Gieb is going to be overwhelmed very fast, but he is going to make his stand best he can. As it looks like, I guess these bombers are doing some damage. No, I'm pretty sure it's these torpedoes, but what is going on? It looks very beautiful and it's very intimidating. And basically ensuring. Oh, I guess those bombers can do damage to the ACUs underwater. I'm really not sure. Oh no, these are torpedo bombers. Yudi has his torpedo bombers, and he's going to drop his ACU in the water there for whatever reason. Oh, I see. And it looks like Gieb control Ks. I think that might have been a control K. I could be wrong, but it's game over, and that's all that matters. And the bottom left team here, just wow, just a lot of cheese between here. But what can you expect? Yudi, a very cheese player himself. Oh, now these things. Yudi is a very cheese player himself, and TouchFluffyTails definitely pulled off the cheese here. Funny enough, I was on Alios earlier, and Brinko Insanity was saying that if anyone pulled off an ACU drop on Setons, that he would have cast it. And so, funny enough, I guess that's why what happened in this match happened, and the bottom left team just gave the top right team a bad time. And totally not Undertale references. But anyway, though, very well played by the left team. Well, just crazy played, actually. A lot of cheese, as I said before. And the top right team just did what they could, but just got overwhelmed by the cheese capability. And although I do think their air player was a little more inexperienced. Although for a while, though, up until that drop by Tails, they were covering all their forward positions. So it all came down to that drop and air coverage, which the bomb team just dominated on. But anyways, that is the end of the game. I do apologize for my commentary quality in this one. I was slacking a lot in this one, I will admit. I'll try to pick up on it in the future. But I mean, it's just one of those up, down, day, night type deals. You know, sometimes just feeling into it and sometimes you're not. But yeah. Anyway, that is it though. So yeah, I'm BeastmodeGuNs, and I'll see you in the next cast. Thanks for watching. Peace.